People interested in an airplane like this are people that need to get to a cabin, need to have some fun. They want the adventure. It opens up a whole new world for aviation. This is a 1979 182Q model, low time airframe, about 2,800 hours. This aircraft is equipped with an IO-550 fuel-injected Continental engine. It has a port and polish to it, which picks up the horsepower to 330 horsepower. The extra 100 horsepower adds greatly to the performance of this airplane. This airplane performs on floats better than it did as a wheel airplane. When you increase the throttle on this aircraft, you realize that this thing's got some power. It's solid, and it rolls down the runway. We can lift off at 45 knots indicated, and you really don't have to push the nose down to get airspeed to do a climb. You just keep that same attitude, and it will increase its climb by itself. 73 knots in the climb, and we can take that right up to 5,000 and 6,000 feet and leave it at 73 knots. The IO-550 burns about somewhere between 14 and 16, 17 gallons an hour, which is not a whole bunch more than the stock engine, and you're gaining 100 horsepower. This airplane will climb up to altitudes higher than it did with the 230 horsepower, and we're carrying floats and 4 people. We replaced the engine mount to a Seaplane engine mount that we've designed here, and it works well for the 330 horsepower. It works well with 3-bladed props, and when you take the floats off, it's just very nice. It takes all the vibration out of the aircraft, and this one is perfect. This airplane's been modified with a gross weight increase, which includes new wing struts and gives it the high gross weight. I believe it's just under 1,000 pounds for this airplane as a useful load. In our float conversion, we provide steps and handles, lift rings in the roof, everything necessary to convert a 182 to a float plane. We also add a ventral fin to the rear, and that helps tremendously in your controllability. We have a gear selector that's on the panel, and it has a warning system which comes through your headphones, so you know positively where your gear is before you land the aircraft, whether it be on water or on land. You've got an audio signal, you've got the visual of the lights. We put the cross braces through the windshield area here. That holds the airplane rigid. For float operations, it also helps a lot for wheel operation. When you taxi across an uneven taxiway or grass, you usually feel the airplane has some movement in the windshield, and that, with these cross wires, it takes that all out of there. So it's really good for structural improvement on the aircraft. The airplane is very easy to fly. It handles just like it does on wheels. It's very comfortable and responsive. We've stripped the airplane. We put in a high quality, high gloss paint scheme that is a brand new design that we've entailed for the SeaLane. And this one's got it all: the radios and the navigation for IFR flight. It has an S-Tech Autopilot with altitude hold, and you can steer it with your heading bug or the navigation. 4-place intercom. It has new glass, tinted windows. The interior of this aircraft was done down in Texas. A leather interior was done with high back seats, carpet on the floor. It's not your normal float plane, but it's first class. It's very nice, and it's a dream to fly. We like to put a few hours on the engine before we put the floats on. This is brand new, just a little easier to trim everything nicely when it's on wheels. Now that we've confirmed that everything is proper, now we'll lift it up, put the floats on, and let her go. This aircraft on wheels or on floats is a super performer, second to none. It looks great, it handles great, it won't disappoint anybody. Take it for a ride and you'll know what we're talking about. Call Jim at 250-545-4884 for any further particulars. This airplane is ready to go for the 2016 float season.